if you're thinking about the past or you're thinking about the future, you're a three-dimensional being back into your limited brain. But when you're ultra present, you have entered the fourth dimensional being space where you can create future events to happen if you feel them right now and you connect to that fourth dimensional being. If you can hold your attention on this video until the end, or at least the middle of this video, I'm going to say that you can create whatever you want if you pay attention to what I'm about to tell you with your imagination and living in the simulation. And I know that you understand, yes, you individually, I'm speaking to you right now in this video, that you know you're living in a simulation. You've been experiencing things within your life that just don't make a lot of sense, that it has to be something bigger. There has to be something controlling this. And it's all coming from within you because certain things are happening in your life that just don't make sense unless it's all you, unless there's somebody watching, right? Unless there's somebody watching that's just putting things together in a specific way that you know that is just a glitch, that there's something else here, that your world isn't real, that it can't be real. All right. And I'm going to teach you something within this video about detaching from your manifestation and speeding those things up by understanding this. But do you have the attention to focus on what I'm telling you in the present moment? And if you can, you're going to be in the top 99 percentile of people who are going to be able to create feeling states and who are going to be able to imagine vivid pictures in their mind and make it real until it comes into their reality within the simulation. Because remember, one thing about the simulation or consciousness and creating things within it is the present moment. And being able right now with me during this video to hold your attention right now on every word that I'm saying and feeling your I am in the present moment, that this is the only moment that you can actually make changes, because the present moment is when you connect to the time space, which is the fourth dimension. If you're thinking in the past or the future and you can't hold your attention right now, you don't have access to your higher self in the fourth dimension, which creates everything that's going to happen to you in the future. Because there's an infinite amount of parallel realities that coexist right now. There's an infinite amount of different movies that you play a part in, but which movie are you going to live in? And that's how you access, and that's how you change what movie you're going to be living in within the simulation, by accessing the present moment with your attention. This is how you make changes. So right now, I want you to become present with me and absorb the information that I'm telling you. And it's about detachment, detaching from any outcome that you want to create in your life. If you're present in the moment and you picture something vividly, you feel it right now, you're not anywhere else, but right now in the present moment, you connect to your God particle within time space. And if you can feel yourself to already have this stuff, to be able to create a vivid picture in your mind and make it ultra crisp and real and really feel from this event, you will access your God particle. You will bring that into your life. But do you have the power of attention in the present moment right now with me now? Do you know who you are right now? Ask yourself, who am I? I am right here. I am that I am. I am in control of the simulation. You are in control right now. I want you to become present and feel everything that you want to feel right now during this video. Right now, feel yourself to be 100x from who you were yesterday. You're making 100 times more money. You're driving your dream car. You have the perfect physique. You're making millions of dollars and they're coming to you effortlessly in your concept of self. Create that feeling as if it's happening to you right now. Control your attention. Stop thinking about the things that have happened in your past or the things that may happen in the future. Stop trying to predict the future. You don't need to predict anything in the future. The future is not real yet, not until you presently get there. Okay? In the present moment is when you can create these things. And when you can be in the present moment and feel your wish as already being completed, whether that's through visualization or just saying, if this works out, great. But if it doesn't, that's even better. If you get into these feeling states right now, you have hacked the simulation. When you master your attention and can be very present and get into flow state and feel yourself, your self-actualization right now in the present moment and access the fourth dimension and create an entirely new feeling state, you will create anything into your world. But there's one thing that comes with this that I found through experience is when I have been very present and I've slowed time down to stop essentially in the present moment. And I felt myself to have everything that I have now in my life. Presently from that event, when I tried to predict what was going to happen from the present moment, I lost the present moment. And this is why you should never talk to anyone about what you're manifesting. You don't want to try to predict what's going to happen in the future in the simulation, only in your imaginal scene in the present moment. As soon as you go back to your everyday life and you may not be connected to that fourth dimensional feeling anymore, you don't want to try to predict what's going to happen because you lose the present moment. When you observe something, it changes. This is quantum physics. This is the world in which you live now. When you observe it, it can change. But when you say this to yourself, when you visualize and you get present and you hold your attention on that and you just vividly see and feel from the event as if it's already happened to you, everything worked out for you perfectly. When you feel this and you visualize that and then you don't try to predict that, when you come out of that and you start doing your everyday life, you don't try to predict it and you say this to yourself. This is a powerful way to detach and not predict a specific outcome, but only what you're visualizing, what you felt was going to happen will happen as long as you don't try to predict it and you detach from any outcome, any specific outcome. When you say, if this goal works out, good, but if it doesn't, even better. There's something better coming. And then you are in a state of gratitude and appreciation for every move that you make throughout the entire day, from morning to end, as much as you possibly can, reprogramming your brain to think this way. And if you can master this one ability, this one thing, and if you're still watching this video and you haven't clicked off, you are meant to discover this power that you have within you. If you have not already discovered this power, you are one of the chosen ones, that you can access this power. But this is the secret. You must be very present. You must slow time down. You were just born. You get into this feeling that you literally just landed on planet Earth and you have no past. You are I am that I am. You have no past. You have no beliefs. You have nothing that's going to restrict your feeling states in the present. Nothing's ever happened to you in the past, but you know that you're an unlimited being, and you know that you can create anything that you want because you just landed here. Anything is possible to you. You were just born. You were literally just born into this mind and this body within the simulation. You were just planted here. And now you're in the present moment because there's no other moment. You were just born. You're not being distracted anymore. Now you have your attention. Your brain is not polluted with instant gratification anymore. It's not thinking about what happened to you when you were, or 10 years ago, what so-and-so did to you that you're still holding on to. You're not trying to predict a future that may or may not happen. You're just present and you feel as if everything's worked out for you perfectly. And you create a feeling from an image or an affirmation or simply just feel yourself into it. Being very present, holding your attention right now and nowhere else, because the present moment is the only moment that's real where you can make true change. Because if you're thinking about the past or you're thinking about the future, you're a three-dimensional being back into your limited brain. But when you're ultra present, you have entered the fourth dimensional being space, where you can create future events to happen if you feel them right now and you connect to that fourth dimensional being. But as long as you are not present and you're not holding your attention on a feeling, you are a three-dimensional being. And you're only creating based on what's happened to you in the past, from your beliefs from the past. Those things are just being recreated into your future now. And you haven't shifted to a different movie, because there's an infinite amount of different movies that you could live in. So say this to yourself right now. I want you to memorize this. Everything that I'm telling you, I want you to be ultra present, and I want you to take notes and read this, listen to this video as much as you possibly can, because if you can master this one thing, your entire life will transform. If you have to go dark, if you have to get away from everyone just to refocus your attention and to master this ability, then do it. But whatever you're visualizing, you're feeling in the fourth dimension, it's already happened. Creation is finished within the fourth dimension. You're only manifesting different portions of what's already created from the three dimensions of space. But as you're present, that's when you solidify that manifestation to come to you, for that part of creation to be manifested that's already completed. Everything is already finished. The movies are already done, but you're slowly passing through them in the three-dimensional brain that you have. But they're all completed and they all ended differently. And there's a movie or thousands of different movies within the infinite storehouse in the simulation of movies where you are ultra successful and you have everything that you desire. Thousands, millions of them, that you are living the life of your dreams, and you connect in the present moment to this reality. You feel yourself, you think about this. You absorb what I'm telling you right now as true. You absorb it as true. And you say, and you feel yourself into that. You imagine it, you think about it, you think from it. You think about this version of you that has everything that you desire. And how do they feel? How do they act? How do they act? And then you become that version of yourself right now in the present moment, and you feel it. And then you make that you make that deep imprint within the subconscious mind that it's already happened, that you are that being now. You are the being with $100 million in your bank account that has a portfolio of billions or whatever you desire. Your calendar is full with clients. Your physique is exactly the way that you want it to be. And you're acting this way. Everything's already done. Everything you could ever imagine is already completed. You've already fulfilled that. You've already done the work. You've already done the work, and now you have all of the benefits from that. And then throughout the day, you're super grateful. Like when you wake up in the morning, when you come out of this flow state, you're grateful for everything, and you start purposefully acting as if you are this version of yourself without trying to predict what's going to happen. And then the simulation is going to start giving you different things. And you're going to be observing your world differently. You're going to take everything that comes to you, whether it appears to be an obstacle or a difficulty or something unpleasant. You're going to look at it in a different view. I'm super successful. I am a professional, and this stuff is nothing. This is easy. I enjoy conquering these obstacles and growing as an individual because you're acting as if you're successful. You're living that out now without trying to predict all the money coming to you, because that's not it's already within you. You already have it. You already have it, and you're acting it out now within your simulation. None of this stuff bothers you anymore. You know, if somebody comes up to you and they start telling you, "Oh, you're broke. Oh, look at my watch," or look at all the money in my bank account, and you're not going to be affected by that anymore because you have 100 times that. It's all within you. You already have it, and you're acting as if that you're not affected by anyone. You see somebody that's successful, you're happy for them. You say, "Wow, you did it." You did it. Great, good for you. Good for you. It doesn't make you insecure. It makes you motivated. And I find that too when I drive around in my McLaren, or if I'm wearing a $100,000 watch and somebody sees that, or they see me driving by, there's one of two kinds of people. They're either very insecure or they're motivated and they give me a thumbs up, or some people won't even look. They'll look away right away and they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this person's driving this car. It's ridiculous." Or, whatever's going on in their mind when they see that. But you are acting as if now you are the person that's motivated by that. You're positive. You're acting as if everything's already worked out for you. You're happy for everything in your world. You're viewing your world entirely different, and you're going to become magnetic in this frequency of love and compassion and just totally positive. Everything that happens to you is just like another opportunity to grow. Every failure is another opportunity to grow and to level up your being within the simulation, and then you're going to master it. And then without predicting what's going to happen, but you know what's going to happen. You already feel it within yourself that you're ultra successful. You already feel it. You know it. You just know it, but you're not trying to predict any specific outcome. That is the secret. That is the ultra secret to manifesting and shifting within your realities to the reality of your dreams. You're not talking about anything that's going to happen to you in the future. You're being it. You are it. I am successful. Right now, I feel it. I don't need anything in the simulation to make me feel anything. I'm not waiting for anything to make me feel some sort of emotion or a complete feeling within me. I'm complete right now, and I'm acting that way. If I want to do something, I'm going to do it. And if things come my way that are a little bit difficult, I'm going to do those things because that's an opportunity for me to grow, because that's what a successful person, how they would view their world. And that's who you are now. And you've stepped into this through this flow state and holding your attention on this and not allowing anything from your past to pollute your mind anymore or distract you from anything. You enjoy your life. You feel successful. You're acting right now as this person. You act as though your time is worth so much money. Pretend that every hour of your day, you should be making $10,000. That's what you're worth. Every hour of your day that goes by, say you wake up at 6 a.m., 6 to 7, that's 10 grand. What were you doing? What'd you do that hour? What did you do that? And people are taking up your time and it's not leading to some sort of successful venture in your future. You don't waste your time on that anymore because you're successful. Every hour of your day, you're worth this much money. Set that amount. Every day, every hour of every day is worth this much money. That's what you're worth. Your time is expensive because you are it. You are successful. You've solidified this new concept of self, this new state of consciousness. And you're ultra aware of this right now. And you're very present with me right now. And you understand everything that I'm telling you in this video. And you're going to use it to create the most amazing future. You're stepping into this new future, which can change right now. I mean, my life didn't even begin until I unlocked this secret. My life didn't even begin. I look back and I was trying to fight going to prison. I didn't want to go to prison. I was fighting it, but I was asleep. I wasn't present. I was fighting against it. And I thought my life was over when that happened, but it didn't even begin until I unlocked the secret 10 years later. And you have this opportunity right now without having to go through that stuff. Unlock it right now. You're a fourth dimensional being. Connect to that fourth dimension. Do not try to predict any future, but act as if your time is expensive and you are it. You're successful. Nothing shakes you. You are unshakable with anything that comes your way. Any obstacle, any difficulty, you're stepping up and you're doing it because that's who you are. You're a successful person. You're a leader, and you're setting an example for everyone within the world to follow you. And when you can become this version of yourself, you're going to be so magnetic, and you're going to have everything that you ever desired. You're going to be providing solutions to everybody's problems within your world. You're going to be a leader, and you're going to step into this version of yourself. So let's get started, guys. Start getting into this state daily. Hold yourself accountable. Be non-negotiable. Act as if you are a professional, that nothing can stand in your way. No obstacle is too big for you to conquer. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.